It's pretty fast and it gets there quite rapidly.
It's got a very powerful engine in it.
When you're actually going along on it and there's no protection for your legs, it does start to feel quite scary.
It can go fast, V fast and F fast.
Cornering and braking and indeed acceleration, it can get quite dangerous because it can tip you out.
We're doing what would be a car chase in normal circumstances, with a similar sense of speed and excitement, but with a slight difference that we've got Rowan Atkinson in a wheelchair.
We always try and do the cliches, if you like, of a spy movie, and the car chase is an obvious cliche that one tries to emulate. So we thought that if the four-wheeled vehicle in front is not a car, but a wheelchair, that seemed like quite an amusing idea.
Everybody stand by. And 3, 2, 1, action.
At the moment, we just really find the parameters of the wheelchair. What can we and can we not do with the wheelchair? Obviously, it's a very short vehicle, so at speed you can have problems with maybe cornering. Is it going to tip sideways, backwards when we pull away? It's quite precarious because obviously you're prone to the elements of all the other traffic around you. You don't have any roll cage and you've only got maybe an inch of a bit of rubber and tubular between you and a tonne-and-a-half car. So you have to be quite precise and all the action choreographed out down to the nearest T.
There's basically two wheelchairs that we're providing here. One of them's a slow speed one, and then basically there's a souped up version. This one will look the same apart from the outriggers that come out of the front that add stability, and this is the stunt version for all the stuff that we're rehearsing today. This is our engine which was developed for go-kart use, so it's definitely a job for a stuntman.
If you want to just try it nice and slow and just check you can get under there.
With a few magic buttons, the wheelchair goes blasting off through the traffic and under a lorry as well. So we need to make sure that the back goes down nice and flat.
We've got about an inch and a bit clearance to get through, so it's very, very tight.
You okay?
I wasn't actually meant to headbutt it.
I think it's going to be pretty good. I mean, you get a real sense of pace.
Good little faster.
And Rowan is the one who's saying, can't it go a bit faster? Can't it have a little bit more of a turn here or a bit more wobble there? So I think it's going to be a fun day to shoot. We've had a couple of days so far on the wheelchair chase.
Action!
So yeah, we've been darting in and out of various alleys through the streets of London while being pursued by MI7 agents. Rowan certainly driving the wheelchair at times and can get up a good lick of speed.
One of the great challenges was persuading the studio to allow me to drive at high speed in the wheelchair, which obviously they were rather nervous about, because the very nature of a wheelchair is the centre of gravity is extremely high, so it can tip you out quite easily.
You've lost him. I don't believe it.
This is the very last part of the wheelchair chase. He thinks he's escaped them and he's sort of entering the mall by the palace, only to discover that there's a bank of MI7 cars and police waiting for him. So most of the scene will be him being pursued at breakneck pace.
We wanted this wheelchair to be really powerful, so it's got a very powerful go-kart engine in it, and it is capable of 45 to 50 miles an hour. And that's fast for a wheelchair. And I think at one point I got it to that kind of speed.
I think the great coup, if you like, was our location department managed to get us clearance to work on the Mall, which I don't think has probably ever been done, actually. We thought about the Mall and Buckingham Palace and everything, and just everyone sort of shook their heads and said there's just absolutely no way that's going to happen. But actually they were tremendously helpful.
Admiralty Arch has always been a terrific sort of icon in my mind, and as a place to slip under the truck and away into the traffic of Trafalgar Square seemed perfect, and we looked into it and we were amazed. I thought we might get a couple of hours, maybe 3 or 4 in the end, but finally they gave us the day. So everyone's thrown into action here just in order to make sure we could really pull out all the stops and turn it into a good sequence.